Yeah, just a quick review of one of my all-time favorite bodybuilding books. First, I think it's for the serious bodybuilder, the professional bodybuilder, as well as the recreational athlete just trying to put on some muscle. It's called High Intensity Training, the Mike Mentzer way. Mike Mentzer was a professional bodybuilder, and when he quit that, he went down to Florida, DeLand, Florida, and started training with Arthur Jones and the Nautilus facility down there, and he kind of latched onto the Nautilus approach of doing one set, 3 workouts a week. After that, he started doing personal training, and when he started using that approach, he found most of his people that he's training, they weren't really making any gains, working out 3 times a week, every other day, 1 set. Wasn't really working, so he figured, well, now, why wouldn't that be? Could it be because they're not working hard enough? No. As far as he could tell, these people are pushing as hard as they can every set, every rep. So if it's not because you're not working hard enough or stimulating the muscle, what's the problem? Well, the problem is you're not getting enough rest in between workouts. And so he developed this whole philosophy he basically took Nautilus's approach a step further, train even less, still use the 1 set approach, but really spread out his workouts. Basically, he developed a system where you have 4 workouts, chest and back, leg and abs, shoulder and arms, and then leg and abs. So those are the 4 different workouts. And basically you do a workout like you would work your chest and back. You'd wait 4 days, and then you'd work your leg and abs. You'd wait 4 days, your chest and arms. It makes a smart approach. Instead of doing your workouts like, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just going according to your week, the body doesn't really go according to the 7-day week. The body needs time in between workouts to rest. So why not work out every 4 days? Makes more sense than Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you ever tried that approach, you cut your workouts in half, you're going to find you're making a lot of gains that you never thought were possible. So a lot of research on this too. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of randomized controlled trials. I can think of 5 offhand where they've actually compared 1 set to 3 sets, and 1 set gets you just as many gains as 3 sets. So there's a lot of science to this. So I would highly recommend that. Another book I like too, if you have a shoulder problem or a torn rotator cuff that's keeping you from lifting weights, Treat Your Own Rotator Cuff by Jim Johnson, another good evidence-based book. Uses a lot of common sense, like High Intensity Training by the Mike Mentzer way. He also uses the same approach, just as 1 set, showing that you can rehabilitate any rotator cuff problem or most shoulder problems just with 1 set, and you don't have to do it every day. So 2 books kind of use a similar approach. I think good for comparison. But anyway, this is a good book. If you want to make more gains, you've been stuck, this is your book.